back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at OKroGal, and today we're gonna be chatting some Thrive Market. I've been wanting to make this video for months now, and I've just been like not doing it. I've just been like putting it off, and decided to finally bite the bullet and do it. So today, this is gonna be a two-part event. I don't want to call it a series because it's only 2 videos, but a two-part like event, if you will. That sounds even more dramatic. This video is going to be all of the good and great things that I've tried from Thrive Market, and the next video, which these are going to go up back to back, so the next video you'll be seeing from me is going to be the meh and the terrible. I wrote it down here. The meh and the terrible. If you're unaware, Thrive Market is an online marketplace. They sell very, you know, healthier items that have like less ingredients, than kind of the stuff you would find in your typical grocery store. One thing I really enjoy about them is that you can filter their products by diet. So if you're doing like paleo, Whole30, keto, you can filter all of that. They sell everything. They sell oils and baking mixes and snacks and soup and meats and wine, like literally everything for people who are a little more health conscious, and not only that, but like ingredient conscious, right? Like if you know that a certain oil is inflammatory for you, like Thrive Market is a great place because they don't really carry that kind of stuff. It is $10 a month if you join. You pay $10 a month, and then you obviously pay for whatever products you want. So I always have a Thrive Market like referral link. Anyone can have one. It's not like something special for me. This video is not sponsored. I always have a referral link in the description box. Today I will also have one in the comment section as a pinned comment in case you want to try it out. So when I was kind of like crafting my list, y'all look at this, this is like so many things. When I was crafting my list of what to talk about and like how to break everything down, I decided that I was going to not include any of Daisy's stuff. So any of like the kids' snack items, I'm not gonna include that. If anyone would like that in a separate video, I feel like that would be a perfect little niche Thrive Market video, like kids goodies, what's good, what's not. But for the sake of this video, I really wanted to focus on keto and low carb products, and so that's what we're doing. So this video is probably gonna be pretty, well, I feel like it's gonna be pretty lengthy. Maybe not, but I just feel like I'm talking about so many products, and I'm not just gonna like name them off. Like I'm gonna give you some tidbits. So I don't know, some products I might spend a minute on, some I might spend 5 minutes on. There's not gonna be really any rhyme or reason to that. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to put pictures up of everything. I'm not gonna put links for everything because oh dear Lord, that would take me forever. But what I will do is I will put the exact name of the product in the description box, so if you really want to try something, you know exactly what to search for. But to put links for all this stuff, y'all, it would be way too time consuming. So let's just get into it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the Kettle and Fire Spicy Cauliflower Soup. So they offer a lot of these Kettle and Fire soups. They come in these like little cardboard boxes, and I was very skeptical about these just because keto and soup are not like 2 words that really go together. Of course, there are lower carb and keto soups that you can make, but frequently there are just ingredients that really bump up the carb count. So I saw this, I really felt like I wanted to try it because it piqued my interest, and I loved it. Oh, I didn't mention this. We're gonna go over great first. So these are basically like the top of the top of the top of things that I have purchased on Thrive Market and loved. We're starting with the great. So I bought this. It was definitely spicy, and we really enjoyed it. I think it's a great pairing for sandwiches, or honestly, even if you have like a meat for dinner or lunch and you need a side, like a meat and then a little bowl of soup, perfect. Okay, next up is the ghee and coconut oil. So this is not something that I specifically tried. This is something Cernan really enjoyed when we first got back into doing keto. He wanted to start doing bulletproof coffee again. I'm not a fan of bulletproof coffee. It's like a mouthfeel thing. I just don't care for it, but he really likes it. So he decided to get, or we decided to get, ghee off of Thrive Market. I was placing an order. He needed some. I'm like, perfect. I'll just toss it on there. Now this was the Thrive Market brand. And it's a combination of ghee and coconut oil. And he said he likes the consistency better than just using straight up ghee and then just using straight up coconut oil. So he really enjoyed it. He said it incorporated a lot better into his coffee. Since then, I haven't repurchased it because we have been getting the ghee from Costco. They're selling like a huge thing and the price is right. But Cernan said he still prefers the Thrive Market one. All right, I had to put my hair up because otherwise I'm just gonna be messing with it the entire time. All right, next up, speaking of ghee, we have the spray ghee. I really liked this. So this is like it's Thrive Market brand, the Thrive Market spray ghee. It's your typical like baking spray, but it's ghee. So it's a lot creamier and thicker than just like an olive oil spray or canola oil spray. And I feel like it does do something for flavor. Like it's definitely not why I'm spraying it on a pan or cookie sheet or whatever. But I do feel like it gives a little something extra when you're baking or you're cooking. All right, next up we're gonna chat about Yais Thai. I have 2 items from them in my great section. The first being their yellow Thai coconut curry. So coconut curry sauce. So they have multiple curry sauces and this is one of them. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I use it as a simmer sauce. However, you could totally use it as like a marinade. The flavor is there. I feel like curry is something that you don't really get to eat often on keto because it's usually a little bit on the sweet side. At least the yellow curries I've had, you know, it's that balance of like sweet and spicy and there's potatoes and there's, you know, whatever else in there and you're usually eating it with rice. So this was a great option that not only tastes delicious but is also macro friendly. Another thing that I really liked from them and that surprised me, like I had a feeling I would like the curry sauce. It's frequently sold out, but one that I like was kind of on the fence and just bought to try was their Veggie Bowl. So it's basically a bowl with rice, cauliflower and different veggies and you zap it in the microwave. I think you might fill it with water. I don't really remember. But the reason I liked this is because the base is there, right? So the base is there and then you can do whatever you want to it. You throw some cooked chicken in there. What I personally did was I scrambled 2 eggs and then put that in there and oh my goodness, it was almost like this, almost like a Thai like hash. I just think that it's a great thing to have in the pantry for those days where you don't know what to cook, you don't want to cook, you don't know what to take to, you know, work for lunch. It's a great like grab and go thing, and frequently on keto or even low carb, there's not a lot of grab and go out there. All right, some Primal Kitchen items. Their steak sauce. We love their steak sauce. I don't think the first time I bought it was on Thrive Market. I feel like I might have purchased it somewhere else, either at grocery outlet. I frequently find Primal Kitchen stuff there, or maybe even Walmart, but their steak sauce is delicious. Very close to A1. It is runnier. It's not as thick as A1, but the flavor they have nailed down. The other Primal Kitchen item that I have purchased on Thrive that I really like is the cocktail sauce. I don't even remember what kind of recipe I bought that for, but it is legit. It is legit cocktail sauce. You still get that sweetness with the carbs, you know, being in check. And if that's something that you're looking for and you need something, you need it to be keto friendly or lower carb, Primal Kitchen has you covered. All right, the Rick's Mean Beans. They're spicy pickled green beans. I mean, I will eat like almost anything pickled. These are fantastic. I really like, I think it's called Pacific Pickle Works. They pickle like Brussels sprouts. I think they also do green beans. They have different like pickle varieties, spicy, sweet. I feel like this rivals that, and that's my favorite. Pickled veggies are a perfect go-to when you're on keto. It's a perfect snack item. It really accompanies a snack plate well, and these spicy green beans were the perfect amount of spice, the perfect amount of pickle. Love them. Wandering Bear Cold Brew. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Y'all know right now I am in my La Colombe cold brew phase, and I love that as well, but Wandering Bear just inches it out. Just inches it out. Now they sell the big like box that you can have in your fridge with like the tap. I've bought that maybe 2 or 3 times. And they also sell little like more personal, what am I trying to say? Single serving? Yeah, single serving. Oh my God. In like a cardboard, almost like carton thing. It's just really good coffee. Like there's not really much else to say about it. It's rich, it's nutty, it doesn't taste watery to me. And frankly, like it's a pretty penny. I think that the box on tap is like $25.99. But there's nothing I love more than being like fully stocked on beverages in my fridge and just having that huge tap sit in there. It makes it easier. I mean, it's definitely like a luxury, but I enjoy having that for me to obviously get iced coffee, or you know, in the middle of the day, wanting to take a break from work and going to get iced coffee. It's nice to have that like big tap in there and knowing that you're not going to run out. So if you're in the market for iced coffee, or you've been thinking about it and you want to try it, highly recommend. Ooh, I have these in my pantry right now. The Thrive Market brand Zesty Italian Green Olives, and I buy the individual ones. So it comes in like a big bag, and then in the big bag there are a bunch of little small bags. Y'all know we just love green olives around here. Like I very frequently buy the ones from Trader Joe's. And the reason I really like these Thrive Market ones are, number one, they are, what do I want to say? They're not as mushy as, I don't want to say they're hard, but they're not as mushy as the Trader Joe's ones. They have more of a bite to them. And they have Italian herbs. So you're not just getting the olive flavor, you're getting the Italian herb flavor, and it's just a great snack. Okay, this next one is one that I ordered and ate when I was doing low carb, not when I was doing keto. They're the Vienna chickpea puffs, and specifically the ones in ranch. These are absolutely delicious. I will put the carb count on screen. I feel like they might be able to be fit into a keto diet if you're doing like 25 net carbs. They're really, really good. They're healthier, obviously. They're crunchy. The ranch flavor is legit, and I really, really liked them. Another thing that I ordered from them a lot when I was doing low carb, the Bonza. You guys know, if you saw any of my What I Eat in a Day videos when I was doing low carb, we ate Bonza pasta all the time. Bonza is a chickpea pasta. The carbs are way lower, usually between like 25 and 30 net carbs a serving, compared to like around 60 if you're looking at regular pasta. I love it. I love it. Can you tell the difference between it and regular pasta? Yeah, it has a different type of bite to it. But as like a pasta substitute, knocks out anything else that I've ever tried. And I'm not gonna say that I've ever tried on keto, because those are completely different, you know, miracle noodles and all of that stuff. But in terms of just like not eating straight up regular pasta and being able to create dishes that you love, whether it's lasagna or a ziti bake or something like that, Bonza it's next level. Okay, Smart Sweets. So I was a huge fan and like proponent of Smart Sweets before they changed their formula. So they went from just using, I don't even really know. I know they used sugar alcohols, and obviously there was fiber, so the carb count was like fairly low. And then they changed their formula to using allulose, and the carb count, the net carb count went up, and the consistency of the candy changed. So I love the old Smart Sweets, and I know that they're available. Every now and then I see videos popping up where people have found the one with the old ingredients list and the better net carbs. So definitely keep an eye out. If you can find that older version, so dang good. Like is such a great replacement for candy. The peach rings, the gummy bears, the ones that look like Starburst, I really like those. They don't taste anything like Starburst, but they fill that void, you know? However, I don't care for the newer formula and ingredients list. Like it's not even the carb thing, it's a texture. The texture too is just womp womp. All right, we have about 4 or 5 more things in our great category, and then we will move on to our good category. Next up is the Rise Nitro Cold Brew. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so good. It's a lot of caffeine. Like you gotta really want to be like awake for the day, because it's a lot of caffeine, and it's very strong coffee because it's a nitro cold brew. The first time I bought this, the whole reason I did was because there was a Fetch Rewards like promo. They also work with Thrive Market, so you can sync your account and get points. Anyways, there was a reward thing, so I wanted to buy it and try it, and I loved it. I definitely have to be in the mood to want a nitro cold brew over like a regular cold brew, because it's like a shot of caffeine to the brain. And it is a lot more like rich and flavorful, but I really like it. As somebody who loves coffee, kind of having that in the fridge as something different to reach for, I really enjoy. The Ripple Barista Style Milk. This stuff is so good. The whole reason I like this particular milk is because it foams up like nobody's business in my frother. I don't care if we're making cold foam, hot foam, it foams up so well. And when I first got my milk frother, that's like what I was looking for. I was looking for something that was low carb, that I could froth in my frother, that would actually froth up, and this did the trick. I'm very familiar with Ripple. We gave Ripple milk to Daisy like after she was done with formula, and we were to switch her to, you know, regular milk. We switched her to Ripple, which is it's a pea protein milk. I really enjoy it, especially if you're looking for like that perfect kind of like barista style coffee. You need that in your life. The Lesser Evil Popcorn. Guys, all of these things I'm labeling as great, so it sounds like really repetitive, but it's so good. The Lesser Evil Popcorn is absolutely delicious. I like just the regular Himalayan salt one. I think I've tried the Kettle corn, or I don't know, it might be called like sweet and salty or something, and I didn't care for it as much, but I like it better than Skinny Pop. I like it better than Boom Chicka Pop. It is so good. Another thing that I really enjoy is that they sell the bigger bag, and then they sell the individualized bags, which is really great if you want to take it to work, or maybe you're working on portion control and you just need that one bag instead of the big bag that you know keep pouring bowls of. It's really nice that they offer both things, especially in a flavor that is like perfect. Okay, 2 things left. Beanfields chips. This was definitely something that I more bought for Cernan when we were doing low carb, because he wanted like a chip option. And so I picked up these Beanfields chips. I think I got jalapeno and something else. I'll put it up on the screen. Obsessed. He loves them. I tried them. They were really good. They're definitely, I mean, there's carbs in them, but they're lower than like a bag of Lay's or Doritos or whatever. And again, they are healthier. Like the ingredients are a lot more clean. They're made out of beans. And so if you're looking, like many a thing on this list, if you're looking for like a chip substitute and you are eating low carb, like this is where it's at. No weird texture, no weird aftertaste, nothing like that. Just like a legit healthier chip. And lastly, from our great category, the Orabora, the good old Orabora sparkling water. I just saw on their Instagram that they are being carried in Whole Foods now in the Pacific Northwest, so Oregon and Washington. They will be in Whole Foods up there. I love it. I just love it. I know people think it's weird. I saw Erica over at Time to Shrink a while back. She tried them, and I don't think she was a very big fan. I love them. It's sparkling, it's herbal sparkling water, so the flavors are very different if you haven't seen them or you haven't seen them on my channel. There's lemongrass coconut, there's peppermint watermelon, there's a lavender one, lemon lavender, I'm not sure, and there's a basil berry. Like, it's different flavors. I think they're so good. They taste expensive. They taste like something that would be on like when you go to like a really like trendy bar. Like, I feel like that would be a mixer for something. They're just so good. They're a pretty penny for a can of sparkling water, but if you're like me and you like having beverage options, y'all, I like just having tons of different drinks in my fridge, and we have a soda stream. Like, there's no need for me to buy just straight up regular sparkling water, but this is like a boom. Like, it's a step above, and they're so great. My favorite personally is the watermelon one. There's something with like the mint and the watermelon that just jives together. I do think their flavors are a little love-hate. Like, I think you're either gonna taste it and be like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever drank in my life, or you're gonna taste it and be like, that's disgusting. So if you wanna roll that dice, then go ahead. I think you should, but you know, to each their own. Okay, on to the good. While the great section is more like things I would 100% hands down recommend, even if it's something that you might not care for, I still think you should buy it and try it. The good section are items that I would maybe buy again. It wouldn't be on like my recurring list of things to buy there, and I don't necessarily think it would be the end of the world if you never tried it. We're gonna start with flackers. This one is tricky because I didn't know if I should put it in the meh or in the good section. I do think that they're good, and I do think that with keto, you're always trying to look for something crunchy, like something crunchy that can be a vessel for something else. Maybe you want to eat some tuna. Maybe you want to enjoy some dip or appetizer type thing with your family, and you need something. You know, like, I feel like frequently we're always on the hunt for that. And there are a lot of like keto-friendly crackers and keto-friendly chips. But again, the ingredients list is not the best. So flackers are like mostly made out of seeds, and I liked them. I was not like over the moon, and I definitely think like it gets to a point when you're eating them where you're like, yeah, okay, I need to stop. Like, I'm over that. But however, if you just need like that crunchy vessel, I think flackers are a good go-to. All right, next up, I don't have the brand here. Obviously, you're seeing all the pictures on the screen, and the brand will be in the description box. But it's the marinated asparagus and French beans that come in like the little pouches. They're good. They're good. I think they are a good snack option. Similarly to the olives, they're a nice addition to like a snack plate, or maybe even like our charcuterie board or something. But I don't know, to just like, I'm never like, let me go grab a bag of that asparagus or those French beans. They're kind of limp, which I don't care for. Like, I want my pickled veggies or whatever to have like a bite to it, pickled or marinated, to have like a bite to it. I don't want them to be mush, and both of these are slightly mushy. Not enough, again, to say I would never buy them again, but I think like if you're trying to find something to go on a snack plate or a charcuterie board, the olives are definitely a better option than the asparagus and the French beans. All right, the Wild Zora lemon chicken soup mix. Now this was a tricky one for me because I do really like it. However, the reason I put it in the good and not great is because it's expensive, and I feel like you really have to like zhuzh it up and add your own stuff to make it worth it, like to make it a meal. One thing that I really like is that they're individually, like they're like in individual packets. So I think it's really cool that there's a keto soup and it's in like a packet. Like, you could take it to work or take it wherever. Very, very handy. But on the other hand, just by itself, it kind of just tastes like you're eating broth. There's flavor there, it's lemony, you can taste the herbs and spices and stuff, but it's a little womp womp. Like, you gotta like add a little bit more protein, or I don't know, maybe like add some half and half or heavy cream and make it a little creamier. So I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's fabulous, which is why it's in the good category. All right, 2 things left. Next up is the Revive Kombucha. So this is kombucha by Revive that comes in like a can, like a soda can essentially. I did not like the flavor at all. But I think that's very personal to me. I'm not gonna put something in like a meh or terrible category if for me it was just like the flavor. It wasn't sweet enough for me. However, it was carb friendly. So there's the trade-off. Like, I think it's a good kombucha option because normally kombucha is not very carb friendly. Like, you have to drink like half of it to make it fit in with your macros. So I think it's nice that there's something out there that those of us who are doing low carb or keto can reach for and not like break the bank when it comes to our like net carbs for the day. But I would have preferred if it was a little bit sweeter and a little more flavorful. Lastly, from the good category is the Kettle and Fire broccoli cheddar. So another Kettle and Fire soup. This soup is so good, but I had to add salt to it. It was, you can taste the broccoli and cheddar flavor, it just was not salty enough. So again, another one where like you gotta put in some work. Now that work is like literally throwing salt in the pot, but I think that makes that good, not great, right? Like so much of this keto and low carb friendly stuff is expensive. Like it's not cheap. These soups are, in my opinion, not cheap. So the fact that like I have to add something to it to make it taste better to me is a little lackluster, right? It's a little frustrating. So definitely would recommend it. Definitely would recommend. However, I would walk to get this one and I would run to get the cauliflower one. All right, y'all, that's it for today's video. That was the great and the good. Next video will be the meh and the terrible, which I'm actually more excited to film that one because I feel like I can really like rant about stuff. But I hope you enjoyed. If you want to try Thrive Market, again, description box, and there will be a pinned comment with my link. You save a little, I get a little credit. It's a win-win-win for everyone. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and drop me a comment down below. What do you love getting from Thrive Market? Like, what is a staple thing that you always get? What's something that I'm missing? I've also purchased enough to make a video. Household things like dish soap, detergents, dishwasher stuff. Like if that is of interest to you, or like I mentioned earlier, the like kids items, definitely let me know and I will be more than happy to make that video for you guys. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you in my next one.